So tell us about your people, the Shuar, and what you have experienced, witnessed firsthand over the years when it comes to climate and the impact on your home.
My people, the Shuar people, we were living in the rainforest for many years, for centuries. Many changes and it happened in the last for the last couple of many years. But realistically speaking, we are in the urgent moment. There's a tipping point that where people are mentioning, but for us, we've seen that because we live there. We are the best people to transmit the data from the ground, but the changes is in different ways. When we hunt animals, there's a period of time we have animals. Sometimes the skin of the animals there's not too fat, because for many reasons, what's happening with the floration for the fruits, everything is changing. Some seasons in the year, sometimes we can see that there's too much rain or too much heated. That's what there are many cases in the Amazonia basin, but not too much in my region. But it's getting too dry. So that's why we call it the urgent. So the elders say, this is not right. I mean, we know that, and then I need to connect and mention about the externalities about the deforestation, continue the bad policies, deforestations, illegal logging, the mining, the contamination of the river. Also, it's not helping, it's contributing to get more destroyed.
So you're looking at climate financing and a better way to help these communities and these biodiverse areas. It's still pretty fragmented. Tell us about this project that you are trying to lead in getting away from the conventional way of financing, like donations, aid. You want sustainable financial commitments and independence to manage the funds. Can you explain that for us?
We need to emphasize that this challenge, why our voices is important, because the rainforest and the tropics contributes with the ecosystems to cool the planet. People is living in this ecosystem, not just the flowers or the animals, people, human beings. People not contacted with this society, also living there, many groups. So it's all right to mention these people who are protecting, managing these ecosystems. So the initiatives that we are working together with Brazil was going to be launched at COP30. Any initiative that connect with us, for example, injustice about a lot of money, there is a lot in the world, but how much percentage is going to the ground, to the real people? They need this kind of money for keep protecting, keep living there. The leaderships, the people from the organization, from the rainforest, the global alliance, we bring the voice in COP26, when the UK was doing this big launch of 1.7 billion for indigenous people, local community. We applaud and we received that pledge. But that is why many of the elders, they were bringing concerns with demands from the ground, because it was very unfair. Big money getting in the bureaucracy, disappearing the intermediary, is not coming to the indigenous people. That is why we create this initiative. We are not here for money. We are here because this is for life. We are giving life to the world. We are giving life for the air, for the cool. So we need to recognize our efforts, initiatives, and money has to be very well used for the philanthropy, for the donors directly on the ground.
So then tell us about the Tropical Forest Forever facility and how that ties into everything.
When President Lula was elected, also create this space, good dialogues with indigenous people. You can see these dynamics, and this is opportunity also to approach one of the important government that is going to host COP30 for the war in context of climate change. But Global Alliance is not just following climate change. It's following Convention Biodiversity, CBD. It's following the desertification. So we want to combine this opportunity and place in one COP30. We cannot separate. We talk holistic. We are integral. We cannot talking about just forest or water or the corner. No, all is holistic.
Juan Carlos, you were actually on the short list for a Nobel Peace Prize recently. I want to get your thoughts about the significance about that, how that makes you feel, and do you feel that the world is finally hearing Indigenous voices like yours?
This kind of nomination is not for me, it's for the people. It's for Indigenous people, for the elders, for the women, or for the youth, for the hope. So they can do much better. So the only planet we have, Mother Earth, we call. We are part of this element. We are the tree, we are the forest. That's why we, as Indigenous people from the Shuar, all the groups also, we have special connections with the nature. Some people identify with animals. Some people identify with the water. This is sometimes difficult to transmit, but at least mentioning this kind of opportunity is very important. Don't lose the hopes.
Juan Carlos Jintiach, thank you for joining us.
It's a pleasure. Thank you very much.